Welcome back to today's video. For today, I'm really excited because I'm going to do a makeup review. I just recently got the Anastasia Subculture palette. This product is not exactly a new release, but I just recently got it. Honestly, this was one of the most controversial palettes for a while there. Some people loved it, some people hated it, so I thought I would just do my own review, and this is the first time I've ever used this or anything, and so I'm really excited to see what I think of this. This particular product from Anastasia sells for $42. Here's like the description of it. Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette features 14 shades that range from grungy mattes to bold metallics with an underground edge. Okay. Full pigment and easy to blend formula, 14 shades with ultra matte, duochrome, and metallic finishes, and also includes a dual-ended brush. And it also gives like a description of each shadow, which is really nice. Prime with a self-setting or matte finish primer rather than a cream or emollient base primer. For duochrome and metallic shades, a shimmer base can be used to amplify the shadow. Okay, I know that a lot of people were just having a time using this, and either it wasn't blending or the fallout was just insane, hence why I haven't done my face makeup, because I'm not sure if there's going to be an insane amount of fallout. Anyway, without further ado, I'm super excited. Let's jump on in. This is what the packaging looks like. It's pretty straightforward with just the font off the front, their logo. This is super random, but I just had to point it out because I really appreciate it. There's like this little lip right here, and it's super easy to open the box. I know that sounds super random, but I have the hardest time opening some makeup boxes because they don't really have like a little ledge like that, and it's really cool. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is a velvet finish, which is pretty much how Anastasia does like all of their palettes, with that velvet finish. I feel like I've seen that it gets really dirty, which does kind of stink, but it's really soft. And I have to say, when I did see this, I thought, wow, this is something different, because we have about 30 billion neutral eyeshadow palettes and a few colorful ones, but this was like a really cool way to do neutrals, and I really enjoyed it. And this is what all of the shades look like. It is so beautiful. I love that out of the 14 eyeshadows, only 3 of them are shimmery and the rest are all matte. I really like that. I love the range of colors, and just, it's so different. So I'm super excited. I've never used any Anastasia eyeshadows except for their single ones, so I feel like that will be helpful to me because I have really nothing to compare this to. Oh, and for the brush, it honestly doesn't look like a super bad brush. It's got this fluffy end and then a flat end. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad for like, it's actually really nice. Wow, and I usually like hate these brushes that come in palettes. That's not bad. I really don't know what makeup look I want to do, but I feel like it's going to be special because this palette is special. I'm going to use Dawn right here, and I'm going to try to blend this in my crease. I've seen a lot of people just like dig it. Okay, wow, yeah. I've seen a lot of people just dig their brush in, and then they get like a ton of fallout. So I'm not really going to tap off much because I can tell that it's a very powdery eyeshadow. I'm going to start by blending this in the crease and kind of tapping and then blending a little bit. Like I tap the product on and then just blend out. Ooh, that is really pretty. According to like the company, I believe that these were pressed differently than the other palettes that they have. But that is like a gorgeous eyeshadow. Wow. Right off the bat, and I was very gentle, you can see that there is a bit of powder coming out of the pan. Doesn't bother me too much, you know. It is a lot. It is a lot for like barely touching the eyeshadow, but also that kind of guarantees a little bit more on the pigment side of things, so I ain't mad at it. That's pretty. Oh, I love that color. That particular eyeshadow I really enjoy. Okay, moving on. So yeah, the only thing that I will say is that there is a lot of product and powder around the eyeshadow, because when you tap in, the eyeshadow kind of goes poof, which bothers me a little bit, just in the sense that it kind of is a waste of eyeshadow, because once that comes up, you can't really use it because it merges into other eyeshadows and will make them look different. So that is a little annoying because it is like a bit of waste of product. But I'm not experiencing any fallout so far. I mean, it's like a really neutral color, but you know. I'm gonna use this one right here, which is a gorgeous, like, it's like a mustard yellow. It's really pretty. And I'm gonna use a Morphe M513 brush. Oh yeah. I usually tap my finger on the brush. I'm not even doing that. I'm just kind of flicking it because I feel like if I tap it too hard, all the product's just gonna come right off the brush. So again, I'm gonna use the same technique with patting just to get the product on there and then gently blend it around. Whoa, that's pretty. Are you kidding me? That's beautiful. So far, so good. I'm thoroughly enjoying these. I really like them. Next, and use Edge, which is right over here. And I'm gonna focus this again by tapping and then blending in the crease. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. I'm not having an issue with blending like whatsoever. I'm about to get into some darker eyeshadow, so that might be where it all goes to crumbs. I don't know. I'm gonna take a little bit of Roxy as well. Wow, that's pigmented. That's like a peach. I wasn't really wanting a peach, but you know, whatever. I'm going to first use All Star. This is like a very dense brush, so I'm having little to no powder come up from this. Let's see the stitch. This right here is 3 times of me going into the eyeshadow palette, so I went in and picked up product 3 times to get that color. So I will say it's maybe a little less pigmented than I thought it was going to be. Still really pretty. Oh, that is so pretty. Moving on. Barely any like powder came up, and also I have little to no fallout, which is quite impressive. I'm now going to go in with Fudge, and I'm going to go right over that. So I'm going to go in with Rhodey right down here. And again, I'm going to tap this. Wow, that's pigmented. Whoa. All right, so honestly, so far so good. I'm going to take the advice of what they said on their site to go in with like a cream base. I'm gonna use Adorn all over my lid. But first, I'm going to take MAC Paint Pot and Bare Study. I just load up a brush with product and kind of do whatever I'm feeling for the day. Then I'm just going to wipe my brush off and then take the eyeshadow in here, and I am tapping again. That's really pretty. I really think that if you did not have a sticky base to adhere this to, or if you didn't spray your brush with some type of like setting spray, I believe you would have an issue, because this kind of an eyeshadow I really feel needs something to adhere it, because it's so like glittery and foiled that it really needs like some glycerin or something to just kind of make it stick all together. But man, it's pretty. Now I'm going to highlight my brow bone. Let's see, this one looks a little bit more firmly pressed. It looks amazing. It's not as like as I thought maybe it would be. I'm used to using stuff like MAC Nylon. This is like the 3rd layer, by the way. Oh wait, is this a duochrome? Oh, is it? Wait, Cube. Duochrome Pink Pearl. I was like, wait, this looks, so that might be why, that's probably why it's not so like bam in your face, because it is duochrome. It's going to flash like another color, which it is, which is really cool. You can totally tell it goes like pink. That is so cool. Okay, so now I'm going to do the rest of my makeup off camera, just because this video is going to be very long, and then I'll come back to do my lower lash line and stuff like that. Okay, great, bye. Okay, so I actually just ended up taking this brush, which had that like purpley shade on it, and just dusting it underneath my lash line, because I actually have to be somewhere and I didn't really have time to mess with my lower lash line. I want to just do a recap of what I think of this. I think it is a really, really, really nice palette. I definitely will say that there's something different about this compared to the normal eyeshadow palette. There is definitely something different here. The formulation, the consistency, the application, there is something different about it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, it's just something different. If you don't really want to try anything new in makeup, this definitely won't be your friend. I definitely will say the pigmentation is beautiful. If you are a beginner in makeup, I would not recommend this palette whatsoever, because it is a little bit more challenging to do a makeup look. If you are not familiar with eyeshadow or makeup, it can be kind of difficult to pat and blend at the same time. I would say that there are some pros and cons to this. If you are kind of experienced in makeup, I think these are some beautiful colors. Personally, for me, I'll definitely use it because I really like it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you in my next one.